Fans still look at a back three as an uber defensive tactic, but it can be quite the opposite. Chelsea are perhaps the best example of explosive wingbacks being key to the way they play. Injuries to Ben Chilwell and Reece James made Thomas Tuchel's side far less threatening going forward, as well as weaker without the ball. So, we've selected 5 key metrics: expected assists, touches in the opposition box, passes into the penalty area, take-ons attempted and ball recoveries, and cast our net over Europe's top 7 leagues and beyond to create this shortlist. Based on those stats, Filip Kostic was unsurprisingly the best match, but in second was another Bundesliga wingback. David Raum created more big chances than any other player in his position last season and ranks in the 95th percentile for expected assists, penalty area entries, and crosses per 90. We expect the German to be at the top of every major club's transfer shortlist this summer. Ultimate Team fans will know Jonathan Klaus for the 4 special cards he's received in FIFA 22, including a spot in Ligue 1's Team of the Season. But others might not be too aware of why he's received the online plaudits. Klaus missed just 1 game for Lyon in Ligue 1 last season through suspension and otherwise ever present as their right wing-back. Only 4 players recorded more assists across Ligue 1 last season, and 2 of those were Kylian Mbappe and Lionel Messi. Remarkable company for Klaus to be in. In fact, only Benjamin Bourigeaud and Dimitri Payet created more chances in the French top flight. Although used exclusively as a left-back by Celta Vigo in 21-22, Javi Galán proved he can play further forward the preceding campaign for Huesca. Named in our La Liga Lowdown Team of the Season for the 2nd consecutive year, Galán won more duels and made more tackles than any other player in the Spanish top flight in 21-22, completing more take-ons than any other defender. His tenacity and unrelenting raids up and down the pitch makes it easy to see why he was nicknamed Rooney during his youth career, even if he's not quite the same presence inside the penalty area. If you want a left wing back to send in crosses from deep, then Maximilian Wittek may be your man. The 26-year-old created more chances than any other defender in the Eredivisie last season, while only RZ's Owen Wijndal, a more mainstream option, betted him for assists. Wittek does not find himself in the box as often as others in this video, but that might be because he prefers shooting from outside of it. Just ask Spurs and Roma fans. Pedro Porro joined Manchester City in 2019 from sister club Girona, and he'll be leaving this summer without ever having played a game for the club. After 2 years on loan at Sporting Lisbon, the Portuguese club triggered Porro's buyout clause in May, and it's easy to see why. In the Primeira Liga last season, he scored 4 goals and recorded 4 assists, the 3rd and 5th best returns in the division among fullbacks and wingbacks, and also averaged more penalty area entries per 90 minutes than any player in his position with at least 500 minutes. And if you're looking for a player for the opposite flank, Sporting have one of those too. Nuno Santos, a converted winger, was directly involved in 13 Primeira Liga goals in 21-22, more than any other wing-back in the division. What's more, all of these goal contributions came from open play, with no set pieces boosting his numbers. Another Manchester City loanee, Jan Couto, who joined them from Coritiba in 2020, spent the 2021-22 season on loan at Braga and played 42 games across all competitions, including 9 in the Europa League as they reached the quarter-finals. Comfortable with the ball at his feet and best suited to a possession-based side, City are likely to sanction another loan deal this summer, and there's plenty of room for the 20-year-old to develop. 22-year-old Tyrell Malacia played more minutes for Feyenoord than any other player during the 2021-22 season, turning heads during their run to the Europa Conference League final in particular. In the Eredivisie, the left wing-back attempted more shots, completed more take-ons, and played more successful through balls than any other fullback, ranking in the top 3 for tackles, touches in the opposition box, and passes into the final third. Throw in the fact that Daley Blind was the only defender with more touches, and it's pretty obvious Malacia is ready for the next level. Jed Spence's role in Nottingham Forest's return to the Premier League has attracted the attention of Spurs and other top 6 clubs, but there is a reason why Middlesbrough loaned him out: Isaiah Jones. Another converted winger, Jones outperformed Spence for touches in the opposition box, expected assists, tackles made, and duels won. But for any club missing out on Spence, it might be worth giving Borough another call. To continue with the Denzel Dumfries and Achraf Hakimi school of thought, Wilfried Zingo is worth considering. The 21-year-old will not be progressing the ball a la Trent Alexander-Arnold through his passing. Instead, he relies upon his dribbling ability to advance his team up the pitch. And his aerial ability maximises the threat of any crosses that come in from the opposite flank. For similar reasons, Emil Holm is also an intriguing prospect. The 21-year-old Swede has played at right back for the majority of his senior career, but finished the Superliga season in a more advanced role. His 6'3" frame makes him a menace in the air, but doesn't stop him from driving forward with the ball at his feet either. Another prospect that caught the eye when looking at the Danish top flight was Rasmus Carstensen. Although he has even less experience further forward than Holm, Denmark seem to have perfected the wingback formula in recent years, with Joachim Mahler and Rasmus Christensen both sealing high-profile transfers in 2021 and 21-22 respectively. We end with a somewhat unorthodox wingback. A right footer playing on the left, a phenomenon popularised by Mahler and Leonardo Spinazzola at Euro 2020, Anthony Cassie's tremendous versatility and well-rounded skill set would allow a manager to play him wherever necessary in whatever role. And any team looking to add depth to their squad could do much worse than Strasbourg's tenacious utility man. So, which wingbacks will you be scouting further? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more transfer shortlists coming soon.